Dark Night of the Soul. By St. John the Cross. Book 2. Chapter 4. The first stanza and its explanation. 1. First stanza. One dark night, fired with love's urgent longings, the sheer grace. I went out unseen, my house being now all stilled. Explanation. Understanding this stanza now to refer to contemplative purgation or nakedness and poverty of spirit, which are all about the same, we can thus explain it, as though the soul says, poor, abandoned, and unsupported by any of the apprehensions of my soul, in the darkness of my intellect, the distress of my will, and the affliction and anguish of my memory, left to darkness in pure faith, which is a dark night for these natural faculties, and with my will touched only by sorrows, afflictions, and longings of love of God, I went out from myself. That is, I departed from my low manner of understanding, and my feeble way of loving, and my poor and limited method of finding satisfaction in God. I did this unhindered by either the flesh or the devil. 2. This was great happiness and a sheer grace for me, because through the annihilation and calming of my faculties, passions, appetites, and affections, by which my experience and satisfaction in God were base, I went out from my human operation and way of acting to God's operation, and way of acting. That is, my intellect departed from itself, changing from human and natural to divine. For united with God through this purgation, it no longer understands by means of its natural vigor and light, but by means of the divine wisdom to which it was united. And my will departed from itself and became divine. United with the divine love, it no longer loves in a lowly manner, with its natural strength, but with the strength and purity of the Holy Spirit, and thus the will does not operate humanly in relation to God. The memory too, was changed into presentiments of eternal glory. And finally, all the strength and affections of the soul, by means of this night and purgation of the old self, are renewed with divine qualities and delights. An explanation of the first verse follows, One Dark Night. Next video, Book 2, Chapter 5. Thanks.